Hi, fifth grade artists. So in the past, we did a lesson on 1-point perspective. So today we're going to learn about 2-point perspective. So go ahead and grab a ruler and a pencil and some coloring materials and let's get started. Okay, artists, I have my pencil and my ruler, and let's get started. First thing we're going to do is we're going to draw a line across the paper. I'm putting it a little bit towards the bottom because what we're going to do is we're going to make some presents. So think about something you want to celebrate. Is it somebody's birthday coming up? Right, so at the bottom here, my quarter, I'm going to draw a line like this. Okay, then in the center, I'm going to draw it doesn't matter where it is, I'm just going to draw a straight line that goes a little bit above and below this line that goes across. Now, on each end, we'll put a dot, one here and one here. Okay, that's going to be our vanishing points like we learned before in 1-point perspective. So don't press too hard on your pencil because we're going to have to erase some of this. So we're going to go ahead and make a line. Remember, it has to match up from the top of your line in the center all the way to the corner like this. You're going to do the same thing on the bottom and the same thing on the other side. So instead of one vanishing point like we did with when we did the road and the trees on one side, the buildings on the other, it was one vanishing point in the center, right? So now we're making the vanishing points on the sides. Okay, so now I'm gonna see where do I want my present to go to. So I'm gonna stop it here. Make a line here and make a line here. Then I'm going to just for a minute, just so you have an idea of what we're doing, I'm gonna erase this line here. Erase this line here, see, and erase, well, let's leave that for now. Okay, so now above here, I'm going to move over just a little bit and I'm going to draw another straight line and I'm going to do the same thing here, and I'm going to do the same thing, lining it up to the vanishing point here. Okay, but now I want this present to be a little smaller, so I'm going to end it here and here. Again, it doesn't matter the measurements, that's up to you. And then I'm going to erase this here so you have a better idea. I'm going to eventually erase that line, but I'm going to leave it for now. And here, okay, see my presents? I'm going to do one more, and I'm going to move this line a little bit over here. And I'm going to draw it down there. And again, I'm going to match it up to my vanishing points on the side. One here. And it has to match from the top line it up to that point. Whoops, there. And this present's going to be smaller, so I'm going to end this here and over here. And then I'm going to erase this line. Now I'm going to erase those other lines. I just didn't want to erase the points on the edge. And we're going to keep the center line because that is the table. Okay, there. So this goes all the way to the end. Make sure if you have a ruler, try to use it because this is kind of hard to do without a ruler. I could draw a pretty straight line, but with this kind of a drawing, it's hard. Okay, so if you see, there's my 3 presents, and this is the table line here, and I'm going to just draw some decorations. But first, let me outline it. I'll be right back. Okay, it's all traced so you can see it better. Okay, so remember when you do this, because some of you did it wrong when we did the 1-point perspective, each line has to line up with that point on the sides, right? And these 2 points for it to look 3-dimensional like this. Okay, so I'm just going to add now some designs on my presents. I'm going to maybe put a ribbon on this side, one over here, maybe just add some patterns. It's really up to you. Please don't copy my patterns, my design. This is your creation. I'm just showing you how to do it. Okay. I'm not going to add any color either because I want you to use your own creativity, your own ideas. Oopsie. That's why I don't like to use Sharpie with a ruler, because it kind of pulls it. You can be really creative with your patterns if you've seen wrapping paper before, with different types of designs that you thought were cool. You can come up with your own. I'm just doing something silly. Okay, and top, let's see. I'm gonna do some zigzag lines. This would look really cool if it was colored in, but again, I want you to use your own ideas, your own creativity on color and patterns. Okay, and then from here I'm gonna add a bow. You can add your own type of bow as well. You do not have to copy me. Think outside the box. Okay, and there's our 2-point perspective presents. Now you can leave these as boxes. You can add some shadow and some shading. You don't need to make it into presents. You could make them into toys that you have that are shaped like boxes, like maybe a Rubik's Cube. That's up to you. So I can't wait to see what yours looks like. Don't forget to send me a picture. Thanks, bye-bye.